Beloved, today I am going to share with you a secret so simple, yet so powerful, that it has the ability to shift your entire financial reality. It is not a complicated ritual. It is not a long incantation. It is not a theory or wishful thinking. It is a command, a declaration, that when spoken with faith aligns your mind, your words, and your life with the infinite abundance of the universe. These two simple words are your key, your golden ticket, your command to the invisible forces that govern wealth. They are, it is. When you say, it is, you are not asking. You are not pleading. You are not hoping. You are declaring. You are affirming that the money, the wealth, the prosperity you desire is already yours, already in motion toward you, already part of your divine inheritance. Every coin, every note, every opportunity that can bring financial abundance is already responding to your command. Many people struggle in life because they live in the realm of, I want, or, I hope. They speak words that imply lack. I want more money. I hope I can pay my bills. I wish I had abundance. Words like these are like sending the universe a blank check with no signature. The power comes not from desire, but from declaration. It is. Transforms thought into reality. It impresses the law of life with certainty, and the universe cannot resist a mind that speaks with unwavering faith. When you speak these two words, visualize the wealth flowing to you. See it, feel it, and hear it as though it is already yours. Do not allow your mind to wander to fear or doubt. When fear tries to whisper, remind yourself firmly, it is. When doubt attempts to linger, command it away. It is. Let your words carry the weight of certainty, the tone of conviction, the power of a soul that knows abundance is its divine right. Take note, beloved, wealth comes to those who claim it, not to those who merely wish for it. The universe is ever generous, but it responds only to the vibration of expectation and confidence. It is the confident, unshakable, joyful declaration of, it is, that sets in motion the invisible currents of fortune. Say it at the beginning of your day. Say it when you see an opportunity. Say it when your bills arrive. Say it before you sleep. Let it become a rhythm, a mantra, a heartbeat in your life, and watch as money begins to flow with ease, grace, and perfect timing. You may notice that the money comes in unexpected ways. Perhaps a check arrives you weren't expecting, or a new client or opportunity appears seemingly out of nowhere. That is the magic of the command. It moves through channels invisible to the ordinary mind, yet always precise, always abundant, always perfect. Remember, dear one, it is not about struggling or striving or pushing with effort. It is about recognizing that you are worthy, that abundance is your divine birthright, and that by speaking the command, you invite the invisible forces to work on your behalf. Let your heart be light. Let your mind be clear. Let your words be deliberate. Say, it is. And know that as you do, wealth is already flowing to you, effortlessly, infinitely, beautifully. The power of declaration is the cornerstone of every life filled with abundance, and it is the secret that transforms ordinary thought into extraordinary results. Words are not mere sounds, they are the instruments through which the invisible forces of the universe respond. Every word you speak carries a vibration, an energy, a creative force that is already in motion the moment it leaves your lips. When you understand this principle, and begin to use it consciously, you realize that your words are far more than a way to communicate. They are the tools through which you can shape your financial reality, your opportunities, and your very life. The two words, it is, are not just a phrase, they are a declaration of certainty, a statement of faith, and a command that impresses the law of abundance with the reality you wish to experience. To declare that something is already yours is to set the invisible wheels of the universe in motion. It is to affirm that the wealth, the opportunity, the success you desire is not somewhere in the distant future. It is present, it is active, and it is moving toward you even now. Many people make the mistake of living in a state of lack, speaking words that emphasize limitation, scarcity, and impossibility. They say, I hope this works out, or I wish I had more money. Each time they speak these words, they are effectively sending a signal that the universe hears clearly. They do not yet believe in their own abundance. They are uncertain of its arrival, and they are attempting to summon something from a place of doubt, rather than from a place of assured power. This is why the simple act of declaration changes everything. When you say, "It is," you are no longer hoping or wishing or waiting, you are affirming. You are standing in a position of knowing. You are telling the universe, in no uncertain terms, that what you desire is already in motion toward you, that the invisible channels are working on your behalf, and that the divine flow of abundance cannot be denied. The mind responds to certainty, the law responds to belief, and the universe aligns itself to that which is spoken with unwavering conviction. Consider the way you communicate with others. When you speak with confidence, people listen. When you declare something with authority, it carries weight. Your own mind listens to your words more than it listens to your thoughts, and the universe, which operates on the principle of law and order, responds to the vibration of certainty. That is why the declaration, "It is so powerful. It bypasses doubt, fear, and uncertainty, and impresses the law with a clear, undivided message: abundance is already present. To use this declaration effectively, you must pair it with feeling. Words alone have power, but when they are charged with emotion, their vibration is amplified. When you speak, "It is," feel the reality of the money, the wealth, the prosperity you desire. See it in your mind's eye as already present. Imagine the joy, the relief, the freedom that comes with financial abundance. Speak the words not as a command from your lips alone, but as a truth vibrating through your heart, your mind, and your spirit. Each time you repeat the declaration, the universe responds, moving circumstances, people, and opportunities to align with your statement. You may notice that the channels of money open in ways you had not anticipated. Perhaps a new opportunity appears out of nowhere, a payment arrives unexpectedly, or a long-desired contract is suddenly offered to you. This is the natural response of the law when a declaration of certainty is made. The universe cannot resist a mind that speaks with absolute confidence. One of the most important aspects of the power of declaration is the understanding that it is not about struggling or striving, or trying to manipulate circumstances. It is about aligning yourself with the divine flow of abundance, standing in the knowing that what you desire is already yours, and expressing that certainty through the words you speak. When you declare, "It is," you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive, that you are worthy, and that you recognize the abundance that has always been your divine inheritance. This declaration must be made consistently. It is not a one-time act, it is a practice, a habit, a rhythm that trains both the mind and the invisible forces to align with your vision. Speak it when you wake, when you see opportunities, when challenges appear, and when you rest. Let it become a natural part of your language, a part of the very air you breathe. When repetition is combined with feeling and visualization, the law of abundance moves with irresistible momentum toward you. Many people fail to experience the fullness of their prosperity because they do not understand the importance of spoken word. They think the mind alone is sufficient, or that intention alone will suffice, yet the spoken word carries a force that the invisible law cannot ignore. Each word is a seed planted in the field of life, and each declaration has the power to bring forth a harvest of abundance. It is a seed of certainty, a seed of divine expectation, and a seed that calls forth the very circumstances needed to fulfill your desire. Understand that declaration is not about creating wealth from nothing. It is about recognizing the wealth that is already present in the invisible realm and commanding it into tangible form. Money, like all forms of abundance, exists in the infinite before it appears in the finite. By declaring, "It is," you bridge the gap between the unseen and the seen, the invisible and the visible, the potential and the actual. Faith is the engine that drives the declaration. Without faith, words are hollow. With faith, they are unstoppable. When you declare, "It is," believe it with every fiber of your being. Allow no doubt to enter, no fear to cloud your mind. The law responds to belief, not to hesitation. Know that you are entitled to abundance, that the universe delights in your prosperity, and that your command is already being acted upon in ways beyond your comprehension. The power of declaration is magnified when you act in harmony with it. Your mind, your words, and your actions must all be aligned. Opportunities will present themselves, and it is your responsibility to recognize them and move in accordance with your knowing. The universe does not do your work for you. It opens doors, aligns circumstances, and provides the channels. You must step forward with confidence and gratitude. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the full potential of the declaration. When you speak, "it is," feel gratitude as though it has already arrived. Gratitude multiplies the energy of your words and draws even more abundance into your life. By expressing thanks for what is coming, you honor the law and participate actively in its unfolding. Many have discovered that when they master the art of declaration, their lives are transformed in ways that go far beyond money. Relationships, opportunities, health, and joy all respond to the vibration of certainty. The universe mirrors back the energy of your words, and when your words are full of power, your life reflects abundance in all areas. Remember that every word you speak is a command to life. Speak carefully, speak confidently, and speak with the unwavering faith that what you declare is already yours. It is more than a phrase. It is a force that moves mountains, opens doors, and calls forth miracles. Each time you use it, you impress upon the invisible law the reality of your abundance, and watch as life responds with effortless, graceful, and perfect timing. It is the mastery of the spoken word that separates those who struggle from those who prosper. It is the art of declaration that turns ordinary lives into extraordinary lives, limited circumstances into limitless possibilities, and fleeting opportunities into ongoing streams of wealth. Shift from wanting to knowing is the critical transition that separates those who live in perpetual struggle from those who experience the effortless flow of abundance. Many people go through life in a state of desire, constantly wishing, hoping, and yearning for what they do not yet possess. They live in the realm of want, speaking words that emphasize lack, limitation, and uncertainty. They say things like, "I hope I can make enough money this month," or "I wish I had a better job," or "want to attract more clients." Each time they speak these words, they are signaling to the universe that they are not yet in alignment with the wealth they seek, that they are still waiting outside the door of abundance, rather than stepping confidently into it. The human mind, when caught in the state of wanting, creates an energy that can be felt in every action, every thought, and every word. It vibrates a frequency of incompletion, of absence, of lack. The law of life, which responds not to hope but to certainty, mirrors back that energy, bringing situations that perpetuate the feeling of insufficiency. In order to truly manifest the wealth you desire, it is essential to move from wanting to knowing. Knowing is a state of consciousness that is different from mere hope or wishful thinking. To know is to align your mind with the truth that what you desire is already yours, even if it has not yet appeared in your material reality. When you know, you do not act from fear, you do not panic, and you do not scramble. You act from a place of confidence, trust, and unwavering faith in the unseen. The shift from wanting to knowing begins in your words. Notice the difference between "I want money" and "it is." The first is a statement of desire, the second is a statement of fact. The first implies that the universe must do something to bring you what you lack. The second assumes that the universe is already in motion, that the channels are open, and that you are merely receiving what is rightfully yours. This shift in language changes the entire vibration of your mind and body. When you speak from the place of knowing, your thoughts, emotions, and actions all align with the outcome you are claiming. You stop resisting, you stop doubting, and you stop creating blocks that impede the natural flow of abundance. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools to reinforce this state of knowing. When you picture yourself in possession of the wealth you desire, see the details as vividly as possible. Imagine the exact amount, the forms it takes, the transactions, the joy it brings, and the freedom it allows. Feel the emotions of having it now, rather than imagining them in the distant future. Your nervous system, your subconscious mind, and the invisible forces respond to this living picture. When you know what you want and feel it as already present, you are no longer separated from it. You are joined with it in consciousness. Faith plays a central role in this transition. Faith is the engine that powers knowing. Without faith, knowing is fragile and fleeting. With faith, it is solid, immovable, and compelling. Faith is the understanding that the unseen is as real as the seen, that the invisible currents of life are actively working on your behalf, and that every circumstance, every person, and every opportunity that appears in your life is moving you closer to your declared wealth. Many people fail because they do not trust the process. They want abundance, but they do not fully trust that it can and will manifest for them. They remain in the realm of wanting, and their words and thoughts continually reinforce lack. To truly move into knowing, you must cultivate trust, not passive hope, but active trust. Trust that the universe is infinite, that the law of life is impartial, and that you are worthy of receiving without struggle or resistance. One practical way to cultivate this knowing is through daily affirmation. Speak declarative statements as though the wealth is already present. Say, "It is done. I am prosperous now. Abundance flows to me freely." Repeat these statements with conviction, feeling, and clarity. The more consistently you affirm your knowing, the more deeply it becomes ingrained in your subconscious mind, and the more effortlessly the universe responds. It is also important to release the energy of lack and limitation. When you feel fear, doubt, or scarcity, recognize it as a signal that you are drifting back into wanting. Gently shift your focus back to knowing. Replace, "I hope I can pay my bills," with, "It is provided." Replace, "I wish I had more money," with, "Abundance is here." Each correction realigns your vibration with the law of prosperity and strengthens your ability to manifest quickly and effortlessly. Action is another aspect of moving from wanting to knowing. Knowing does not mean passivity or inaction, it means inspired, confident action. When you know abundance is yours, you act without desperation, without fear, without pushing against resistance. You take steps guided by intuition, opportunity, and clarity, knowing that each step aligns perfectly with the flow of abundance. Your actions are no longer frantic, they are harmonious, deliberate, and confident. Gratitude is the bridge between wanting and knowing. When you feel grateful for what is already present, and for what is coming, you reinforce the energy of abundance. Gratitude signals to the universe that you recognize the gifts already flowing into your life, and opens you to receive even more. Every time you express appreciation for your wealth, your opportunities, and your blessings, you strengthen the knowing that abundance is not a possibility, but a reality. Many have discovered that this transition transforms not only their financial lives but all areas of their existence. Relationships, health, creativity, and joy all respond to the vibration of knowing. The energy of certainty radiates outward, attracting circumstances and people that support your declared reality. The universe mirrors back the confidence and alignment you project. To summarize, the shift from wanting to knowing is not simply a change in words, it is a complete transformation of consciousness. It is moving from a place of lack, limitation, and uncertainty to a place of certainty, faith, and divine alignment. It is about understanding that wealth exists in the infinite before it manifests in the finite, and that by claiming it as already yours, you participate in the law of creation rather than merely hoping for results. Every thought, every word, every emotion, and every action is a reflection of this state of consciousness. When you know, you vibrate on the frequency of abundance. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer doubt, you command. You no longer wish, you declare. The law of life responds to this knowing with speed, precision, and perfection. The shift from wanting to knowing is the doorway to effortless prosperity. It is the understanding that the wealth you seek is already present in the invisible realm, and that by aligning your words, thoughts, emotions, and actions with this truth, you bring it into tangible reality. The journey from hope to certainty, from desire to possession, from waiting to receiving, is made simple through the power of knowing. Those who master this principle find that abundance flows to them not only in the expected ways, but also in miraculous, unexpected, and delightful ways. Knowing becomes the natural state, the foundation upon which all prosperity is built. Visualization amplifies manifestation, is one of the most powerful tools in the art of creating abundance. And it is the bridge between the invisible realm of desire and the tangible reality of wealth. The mind is a powerful instrument, and when paired with clear, focused visualization, it becomes a magnet for everything you seek. Too many people underestimate the importance of seeing and feeling their desires as already present. Yet this practice is what impresses the law and signals to the universe that the reality you wish to experience is not just a hope, but a certainty. Visualization is not merely daydreaming or idle imagination. It is a deliberate, purposeful act of aligning your inner world with the outer reality you wish to manifest. When you picture money, wealth, opportunities, or success as already present in your life, you create a living vibration that resonates through your entire being. This vibration communicates directly with the unseen forces that govern all abundance, attracting the right circumstances, people, and opportunities to bring your vision into form. To begin, it is essential to see clearly and in detail the outcome you desire. Do not settle for vague or general ideas. Picture the exact sum of money, the specific situation, the circumstances in which it appears, and the feelings that accompany it. The clearer the picture, the stronger the impression upon the subconscious mind and the universal law. Engage all your senses in the visualization. See the colors, the movements, and the details. Hear the sounds, the voices, the confirmations of your abundance. Feel the textures, the excitement, and the freedom that comes with having achieved your financial goals. Taste and smell, if applicable, the experiences associated with your prosperity. The more sensory detail you include, the more real the vision becomes, and the more powerfully it communicates to the universe that this reality is already active and in motion. Feeling is the secret ingredient of visualization. It is not enough to merely picture something in your mind. You must feel it as if it is already present. Emotions are the fuel that powers the law of attraction and manifestation. Joy, gratitude, certainty, excitement, and peace are vibrations that magnetize wealth. When you immerse yourself in the feeling of having what you desire, you bypass doubt, fear, and resistance, which are the only barriers that block abundance from flowing into your life. Each time you practice visualization with feeling, you impress upon your subconscious mind the undeniable truth of your wealth. The subconscious does not distinguish between what is imagined with strong belief and what is already real. By consistently visualizing your financial goals with vivid detail and emotion, you create a deep, unshakable knowing that wealth is inevitable. This knowing translates into action, confidence, and opportunities that align perfectly with your vision. Many people fail to manifest quickly because they separate their thoughts from their emotions. They may see or imagine what they want, but if they do not feel it, the law does not respond with full force. Thought without feeling is like planting a seed without water. It may eventually grow, but it will be weak and delayed. When feeling accompanies visualization, it nourishes the seed, and the invisible forces of life move quickly to bring it into the visible world. Another critical aspect of visualization is consistency. Make it a daily practice. Begin your day with a brief visualization session, seeing your money, your abundance, and your success flowing to you effortlessly. Repeat it throughout the day, especially when opportunities arise or when doubt begins to creep in. Before sleep, visualize again, allowing the images and feelings to settle deeply into your subconscious mind. Repetition strengthens the vibration and signals to the universe that your vision is not fleeting, but a fixed, unalterable command. Gratitude enhances visualization. As you picture your wealth, give thanks as if it is already yours. Gratitude is a magnet that multiplies abundance, amplifying the effects of your mental pictures and creating a resonance that draws wealth quickly and naturally. The universe delights in those who recognize and appreciate its gifts, and gratitude signals that you are not only ready to receive, but that you honor the flow of abundance in your life. Expectation is equally important. Approach visualization with an attitude of certainty and expectation. Do not doubt that your vision will manifest. Do not question the how, when, or where. These details belong to the law of life, which always works in perfect timing. Your responsibility is to see, feel, and know the reality of your wealth, and the universe will arrange all else to support your declaration. Let go of limiting beliefs that suggest you are unworthy, that money is scarce, or that opportunities are difficult to come by. Visualization works best when your mind is free of internal resistance. Replace these doubts with empowering images and affirmations that reinforce the certainty of your abundance. Speak your vision aloud if possible, combining verbal affirmation with mental imagery and feeling. Words and pictures together strengthen the vibrational signal, making your manifestation unstoppable. Remember, visualization is not about forcing outcomes or controlling others. It is about aligning your mind, heart, and spirit with the reality you intend to create. The law of life responds to alignment, not struggle. When you visualize clearly with emotion, faith, and gratitude, you place yourself in harmony with the flow of abundance, and wealth is drawn to you effortlessly. Many who master this practice discover that money comes in unexpected ways. Through opportunities they had not considered, through people who appear at the perfect time, and through circumstances that seem miraculous. This is the evidence that visualization has impressed the law and activated the invisible channels of abundance. As you continue to practice, your life transforms. Fear, worry, and desperation are replaced by confidence, joy, and peace. You move through the world with the knowing that wealth is your natural state, and that everything you desire is responding to the command of your mind and the clarity of your vision. Visualization is not limited to financial wealth alone. It can be applied to all areas of life: health, relationships, creativity, and personal growth. When you see yourself fully in alignment with your highest good, the law of life moves in every direction to support the vision, creating a life that is abundant in every sense. The practice also trains your subconscious mind to recognize and act upon opportunities. As your mind becomes accustomed to seeing abundance, you naturally notice chances, ideas, and connections that previously went unnoticed. This is the practical, everyday benefit of visualization. It sharpens perception and primes action, so that the unseen flows seamlessly into the seen. Persistence is key. Continue to visualize even if material results are not immediate. The law is always working, even when it seems silent. Each mental picture, each feeling, and each declaration builds momentum that eventually manifests in the physical realm. Patience and faith are companions to visualization, reinforcing the certainty that abundance is inevitable. In summary, visualization amplifies manifestation by creating a living, emotional, and detailed picture of your desires. It bridges the gap between thought and reality, transforms belief into knowing, and aligns your energy with the infinite flow of abundance. When combined with gratitude, faith, expectation, and consistent practice, visualization becomes a powerful engine that draws wealth effortlessly, naturally, and joyfully into your life. The mind that sees, the heart that feels, and the soul that knows become irresistible magnets for the prosperity that is their divine inheritance. And each day spent practicing this art strengthens the reality of abundance in all areas of life. Effortless flow of money is the natural state of life when you align with the universal law of abundance, and it is the principle that transforms struggle into ease, scarcity into plenty, and limitation into infinite possibility. Many people work tirelessly for money, believing that effort alone produces results, yet they often find themselves exhausted, frustrated, and still lacking. This is because the law of abundance is not governed by strain, struggle, or force. It is governed by alignment, faith, and conscious declaration. When you understand that wealth is a natural, flowing current, you can position yourself to receive it effortlessly, allowing life to bring you exactly what you need at precisely the right moment. The effort often required by those who lack alignment is misplaced energy. They push against circumstances, chase opportunities with desperation, and constantly worry about the outcome. This resistance blocks the natural flow of money, because the law responds not to effort born of fear or anxiety but to a vibration of confidence, certainty, and expectation. Money, like all forms of abundance, moves toward a mind that is receptive, calm, and aligned with the knowing that it is already present. The first step in embracing effortless flow is to recognize that you are worthy of wealth. Limiting beliefs that suggest you must struggle, that money is difficult to obtain, or that abundance belongs only to others create a vibration of lack. The law does not distinguish between true reality and what you believe to be true. Therefore, every belief that implies scarcity or unworthiness will manifest as limitation in your life. By consciously releasing these thoughts and replacing them with affirmations of worthiness and abundance, you open yourself to the natural flow of prosperity. One of the most powerful ways to invite this effortless flow is through declarative statements. Speak affirmations that reinforce the certainty of your abundance. Say, "Money flows to me freely. I am open to receive wealth in all its forms. Abundance surrounds me now." Words carry immense creative power when combined with feeling, belief, and consistency. Every time you make such declarations, you are impressing the law of life with your readiness to receive. Another essential aspect of effortless flow is detachment from the outcome. Many struggle because they are attached to a specific way or timing for money to arrive. They insist that wealth must come through a particular source or within a certain period. And when it does not, anxiety and doubt arise. True alignment allows the law to operate in its perfect way, often bringing money through unexpected channels, miraculous opportunities, and timely circumstances that surpass what you could have imagined. The key is to remain open, receptive, and grateful, trusting that the flow is always active even when you do not immediately see the result. Gratitude is the magnet that accelerates this effortless flow. By expressing genuine appreciation for the money, opportunities, and blessings already present, you reinforce the belief that abundance is your natural state. Gratitude not only attracts more of what you appreciate, but also dissolves resistance, doubt, and tension that impede the free movement of prosperity. Visualization enhances this process, as the mind responds to vivid pictures of reality in ways that compel the universe to deliver them. See the money flowing to you with ease. Feel the joy and relief of financial freedom, and imagine the opportunities it creates. When your mind is clear and your emotions aligned, the universe cannot resist fulfilling the picture you hold. Many fail to recognize the importance of inspired action in this effortless flow. Effortless does not mean idle. It means moving in harmony with the opportunities that present themselves. When you know that abundance is already in motion toward you, you can act decisively and confidently without desperation or worry. Your actions then become extensions of your alignment, reinforcing the natural flow rather than obstructing it. The law of giving and receiving is also crucial to maintaining effortless flow. Money, energy, and blessings move in cycles, and when you give freely, whether through kindness, service, or generosity, you activate a reciprocal current that brings wealth back to you multiplied. The universe rewards circulation, not hoarding. By remaining generous and open-handed, you demonstrate trust in the unlimited nature of abundance and invite more to flow into your life. Patience is another element of effortless prosperity. While the law is always working, human perception often demands instant results. Understanding that the flow of money operates on perfect timing allows you to release tension and maintain faith, while unseen forces align the circumstances needed to manifest your desires. Your role is to hold the vision, speak the words of declaration, act when inspired, and maintain unwavering faith. Fear, doubt, and worry are the only blocks to this effortless current. When these arise, recognize them as signals to realign your thoughts, feelings, and words with the knowing of abundance. Replace fear with trust, replace doubt with affirmation, and replace worry with gratitude. By doing so, you allow the natural flow of money to move unimpeded. Daily practice of alignment is essential. Begin each day with a moment of declaration and visualization. Set the intention for ease and abundance, and remain aware of opportunities as they present themselves. End each day with gratitude for all the blessings, both seen and unseen. These small, consistent practices create a momentum that reinforces the effortless flow of wealth over time, making prosperity a natural, integral part of your life. Many who embrace this principle notice that money begins to arrive from unexpected directions. Perhaps a new client appears, a forgotten debt is repaid, or an opportunity presents itself just at the perfect moment. These manifestations are proof that when you align your mind, heart, and actions with the law of abundance, money flows to you naturally, gracefully, and abundantly. The energy of expectation is vital in maintaining effortless flow. Believe that wealth is not only possible but inevitable. The universe responds to certainty, not questioning. When you move through life with the expectation that abundance is your natural state, You position yourself to receive it continuously. The flow becomes effortless because you are no longer resisting, fearing, or doubting, but simply allowing and participating in the unfolding of your prosperity, understanding that money is energy, and that energy moves toward receptive, aligned, and confident minds, is a foundational principle. Effortless flow is the result of consciously positioning yourself to match the vibration of abundance. When your thoughts, words, and feelings are in harmony with wealth, you become a magnet, drawing money to you in a variety of ways that are often surprising, timely, and perfectly orchestrated. Releasing scarcity thinking, embracing gratitude, maintaining faith, acting when inspired, and trusting the timing of the universe are all part of the effortless flow. By consistently practicing these principles, you align yourself with the natural movement of wealth, and prosperity begins to arrive without struggle, effort, or worry. The shift from striving to allowing is the essence of financial freedom, and it is available to anyone who chooses to embrace the knowing that money is not to be forced, but to be invited, welcomed, and received with joy. When this alignment is established, life moves in harmony with your desires, and abundance is drawn to you in ways both expected and miraculous, creating a life of ease, joy, and limitless prosperity. Consistency creates results is the principle that turns desire into reality, dreams into tangible wealth, and thoughts into a flowing stream of abundance. Many people make the mistake of practicing manifestation sporadically, speaking words of affirmation only when they remember, visualizing their desires only when convenient, or expecting results after a brief moment of intention. The law of life, however, responds to rhythm, repetition, and unwavering focus. Just as a seed takes time, nurturing, and consistent attention to grow into a fruitful plant, your declarations, visualizations, and affirmations must be practiced regularly to bring forth the wealth you desire. Consistency is not merely mechanical repetition. It is a deliberate, conscious, and heartfelt engagement with the principles of manifestation. Each day, each moment, each repetition reinforces the vibration of abundance within you, and communicates to the universe that you are serious, ready, and aligned with the flow of prosperity. Many fail because they approach manifestation with a sense of urgency, inconsistency, or doubt. They may speak their affirmations half-heartedly, visualize fleetingly, or allow the mind to wander back into fear and worry. Each time this happens, the law receives a mixed signal, and the manifestation process slows or becomes blocked. Consistency, on the other hand, builds momentum. The more frequently and faithfully you declare your intentions, the stronger the signal you send to the invisible forces, and the faster your desires begin to materialize. One of the most powerful ways to maintain consistency is to establish daily routines that incorporate the practice of manifestation. Begin your morning with a clear declaration of your financial goals, stating them with conviction, as though they are already true. Spend a few moments visualizing the wealth flowing to you, seeing the details, feeling the emotions, and knowing in your heart that abundance is inevitable. Carry this energy throughout your day, repeating affirmations as needed, staying alert to opportunities, and acting with inspired confidence whenever circumstances call. End your day with gratitude, acknowledging both the blessings you have already received and the wealth that is on its way. By structuring your practice in this way, you create a rhythm, a pattern that the subconscious mind and the universe recognize and respond to. Faith is reinforced through consistency. Each repeated declaration and visualization strengthens your belief, reduces doubt, and impresses the law with certainty. The universe responds not to hesitation but to unwavering confidence, and consistency is the bridge that transforms belief into unshakable knowing. It is also essential to understand that consistency is not about rigid repetition without feeling. Each affirmation, each visualization, and each declaration must be made with intention, emotion, and focus. The energy behind the words is as important as the words themselves. Speaking affirmations mechanically, without feeling or belief, will not generate the same results. Consistency combined with feeling creates a powerful, unstoppable current that draws wealth toward you naturally and effortlessly. Another key aspect of consistency is patience. The law of abundance operates on perfect timing, and manifestations may not appear immediately. However, By maintaining your practice daily, you ensure that your energy, focus, and vibration remain aligned with your desires, allowing the universe to work without obstruction. Each repetition builds upon the last, creating a momentum that eventually manifests in the physical world in precise, abundant, and often unexpected ways. Many who have mastered the principle of consistency find that opportunities, money, and resources begin to appear more frequently, more reliably, and more effortlessly. It is as if the universe recognizes their dedication and responds by orchestrating circumstances that match their consistent vibration. This is why daily practice, even in small amounts, has a compounding effect. A single declaration, visualization, or affirmation may not produce immediate results, but repeated faithfully, it grows in strength, drawing circumstances, people, and opportunities into alignment with your stated desires. Consistency also trains the subconscious mind to accept abundance as reality. The subconscious cannot distinguish between what is imagined with conviction and what is already true. By practicing regularly, you impress upon it the undeniable truth of your wealth, removing internal resistance and paving the way for effortless manifestation. Gratitude amplifies the effects of consistency. Each day, as you consistently declare, visualize, and affirm, pair the practice with heartfelt appreciation for the blessings already present and the wealth that is flowing to you. Gratitude multiplies the energy of your intentions, strengthens your belief, and signals to the universe that you are ready to receive even more. In addition, consistency builds confidence. As you see repeated evidence of the law working in your favor, your trust in the process deepens. You become less susceptible to doubt, fear, or the influence of scarcity-minded thinking. Your energy remains focused, your vibration high, and your actions inspired, all of which are essential components of effective manifestation. It is also important to remain flexible while being consistent. The form in which your desires manifest may differ from your expectations. Opportunities may arrive in unexpected ways, people may appear at perfect moments, and resources may flow through channels you had not anticipated. The key is to maintain your daily practice, your declarations, and your visualizations, while staying open to receiving abundance in the way the law delivers it. Action aligned with consistency is another critical element. While repetition of thought, word, and feeling impresses the law, inspired action bridges the gap between intention and manifestation. Consistent practice heightens awareness, sharpens intuition, and allows you to recognize opportunities that support your wealth. Acting on these inspirations in alignment with your intentions accelerates results and strengthens the energetic flow of abundance. Many people think that manifestation is only mental or spiritual, but it is the combination of consistent thought, word, feeling, and aligned action that produces tangible results. Consistency ensures that each of these elements works harmoniously, reinforcing the vibration of wealth and creating a powerful, unbroken stream of abundance. In essence, consistency creates results because it signals seriousness, commitment, and alignment. It communicates to the universe that your desire is not fleeting or uncertain, that your intention is deliberate, and that you are ready to receive. Each day of faithful practice strengthens your inner knowing, your faith, and your ability to attract wealth effortlessly. Over time, this dedication compounds, resulting in manifestations that are not only impressive but inevitable. Those who master the principle of consistency find that money flows naturally, opportunities appear reliably, and abundance becomes a permanent, integral part of their lives. It is the steady, faithful repetition of declarations, visualizations, affirmations, and inspired action that bridges the gap between desire and reality, between the unseen and the seen, and between longing and possession. Consistency ensures that you remain in the vibration of abundance, that your energy is aligned with wealth, and that the law of life can operate without obstruction to deliver all that you have confidently claimed.